There are moments in life when everything feels heavier than it should. Not dramatic, not chaotic, just quietly heavy. A weight that settles into the chest and follows you through the day. If you're listening to this right now, maybe you are feeling stuck. Maybe you're wading through some really heavy stuff. Maybe life feels like a series of hurdles right now, one after another, and you're wondering when you'll finally catch a break. I want you to know that you're not alone in this feeling. It's a space many of us find ourselves in. Nothing about your experience means you are failing. Nothing about this season means you are broken. Often these moments arrive not because something has gone wrong, but because something within you is getting ready to grow. So just take a deep breath with me. Let's create a little pocket of calm together, right here, right now. There's no judgment here, only understanding. What you're going through is real, it's valid, and it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. The soul does not expand all at once. It unfolds gradually, layer by layer, through moments that invite reflection, adjustment, and inner strengthening. Today, I want to talk about something that might offer a new perspective on these tough times. It's the idea that our soul, the deepest part of who we are, sometimes chooses difficulty right before a major period of growth or expansion. I know, that might sound strange. Why would we ever choose to struggle? But if we can explore this with an open mind, it can transform how we see our challenges. It's not about mystical punishment or cosmic tests. It's about growth, strength, and preparation. Let's dive into 3 grounded spiritual truths that explain why this happens. The first truth is that challenges are like a spiritual gym. Imagine you want to get physically stronger. You wouldn't just sit on the couch and wish for bigger muscles, right? You'd go to the gym, you'd lift weights, you'd feel the burn, and you'd push your limits. The resistance is what builds the muscle. In the same way, life's challenges are the resistance that builds our spiritual and emotional muscles. Now let's think of growth in the natural world. Roots do not spread in open air. They move through dense soil, navigating resistance, darkness, and pressure. Without that resistance, the tree would never stand strong. In much the same ways, the inner self develops strength through experience, not through constant ease, but through moments that ask us to slow down, pay attention, and respond with greater awareness. Think of qualities like resilience, compassion, patience, and courage. We don't just magically acquire these. We develop them when we're in situations that demand them from us. When you're navigating a difficult situation, you're learning how to be resilient. When you're dealing with a frustrating person, you're getting a masterclass in patience. Your soul knows that the expansion you're heading towards will require you to be stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. So these difficulties aren't there to break you. They're there to build you into the person who can handle the amazing blessings that are on their way. The struggle is the training ground for the next level of your life. The second spiritual truth is that difficulty is a powerful clarifier. When life is easy and everything is smooth sailing, we rarely stop to question what we truly want. We just go with the flow. But when challenges arise, they force us to stop and take stock. They act like a spotlight, illuminating what's not working in our lives, what we've outgrown, and what's no longer aligned with our true selves. Maybe a tough situation at work makes you realize you're not passionate about your career. Maybe a relationship struggle reveals a need for healthier boundaries. These difficulties are like a cosmic decluttering service. They come in and shake things up so that we can let go of the old baggage that's been weighing us down. It's in the moments of discomfort that we get crystal clear on our values, our desires, and our non-negotiables. The friction creates clarity. Your soul knows that before you can expand into a new reality, you have to be clear about what you want that reality to look like. The difficulties are a gift, helping you clear the path for what you truly desire to call into your life. The third truth, and this one is really beautiful, is that challenges prepare us to hold more light. Think of yourself as a container. The expansion you're moving toward is like a flood of light, abundance, and joy. But if your container is small or has cracks in it, you won't be able to hold all of that goodness. The challenges we face are what expand and strengthen our container. Every time you face a fear, heal an old wound, or forgive yourself for a past mistake, you are expanding your capacity to hold more joy, more love, and more success. It's the process of healing the old cracks. Often, the very challenge we're facing is directly related to a blockage that would prevent us from enjoying the coming expansion. For example, if you're meant to step into a leadership role, you might first face challenges related to self-worth and confidence. By working through those issues, you become a vessel strong enough to hold the responsibility and success of that new role. Your soul is lovingly preparing you, stretching you, so that when the blessings arrive, you don't just receive them, you can fully embody them and sustain them for the long term. Challenges serve as a realignment process. Sometimes the life you're living no longer matches the person you're becoming. And when alignment shifts, discomfort appears, not to harm you, but to guide you back to what feels true. You may feel pulled away from certain paths, relationships, or identities. What once felt natural may begin to feel heavy. This isn't loss, it's refinement. Growth often requires releasing versions of ourselves that were formed for earlier chapters of life. Holding on to them too tightly would limit expansion. So, knowing this is one thing, but how do we actually apply it when we're in the thick of it? In daily life, moving through these moments doesn't require force or urgency. It begins with pausing. When difficulty arises, instead of asking why it's happening, you can gently ask, what is this teaching me? What is being revealed about your needs, your boundaries, your pace? If this situation were a teacher, what is the one lesson it might be trying to teach me right now? This shift from resistance to observation changes everything. It calms the nervous system and opens space for understanding. You don't need to solve your entire life at once. You don't need immediate answers. Often, expansion begins simply by staying present long enough for clarity to naturally surface. Another gentle practice is focusing on one inner quality at a time. Instead of trying to fix everything, allow this season to strengthen something specific within you. Perhaps it's patience. Perhaps it's self-respect. Perhaps it's trust in your own timing. Whatever this moment is shaping, let it form gradually. And through all of this, kindness toward yourself is essential. Growth is not linear. Some days will feel calm. Others will feel uncertain. Neither means you're doing it wrong. Rest when needed. breathe deeply. Allow yourself to move slowly. Expansion doesn't demand perfection. It requires presence. If life feels difficult right now, remember this. The soul does not choose growth because it is easy. It chooses it because it leads to deeper peace, stability, and truth. What feels heavy today may become the strength that supports you tomorrow. What feels uncertain now may later reveal itself as a necessary redirection. If you are in a period of difficulty right now, please hear this. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not being punished. You have not failed. You are in a sacred and powerful process of preparation for becoming more fully yourself. You are like a seed buried deep in the dark soil. It might feel lonely and constricting down there, but you are gathering the strength and nutrients you need to break through the surface and reach for the sun. The pressure you feel is not meant to crush you. It is meant to forge you into the diamond you are becoming. Your soul has a plan, and it trusts you implicitly. It knows your strength, it knows your resilience, and it knows that you have everything within you to navigate this part of the journey. This difficulty is not your final destination. It is the runway from which you are about to take flight. Keep going, be gentle with yourself, and trust the process. The expansion that awaits you is more beautiful than you can imagine, and you are being perfectly prepared to receive it all. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope this brought you a little bit of peace and perspective. Trust the pace, trust the unfolding, and allow this season to shape you gently. You are exactly where growth begins.